Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the Lakers lose the game 117-114 against the Detroit Pistons at home. Second loss with our ultimate uh, floor and jerseys. And I didn't watch that much of this game with everything I had going on today. I missed the first half, showered through the third quarter, ate a pomegranate through the fourth quarter. It was on, but I wasn't paying much attention to it. I was more so paying attention to my pomegranate, to be completely honest with you. And I didn't miss much because this team ain't do much. Hate to say I told you so, but I didn't like this matchup when I saw it on paper. They have athletes, man. They have athletes. At the end of the day, it comes down to athleticism and heaviness versus what we have. It's just not. It's not a good. Basketball's a game of matchups, okay? And if you don't have the proper matchups, you're not going to do anything. And when you have a motivated Malik Beasley who decides he wants to learn how to shoot when he comes into our building, so long as he doesn't have the pressure of doing it for us, you're going to have these problems. 21 points, 2 steals, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Is that what it is? No, 2 steals. He played defense and hit shots. That was really the difference in the paperwork in terms of the numbers. Jaden Ivey killed us again, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals on 18 of 15 shooting. Kate Cunningham had a cold night, 0 of 5 from the 3, 9 of 25, 20 points, 10 assists. But like Jalen Duren had 10 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive. Tim Hardaway had 15 points. Tobias Harris was cold, 3 of 10, 0 of 3 from behind the arc with 6 points, 2 steals, 2 blocks, though. He contributed on the defensive end. Ron Holland had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 of 7 from the field. Stuart Thompson, 4 of 5 from the field, so he was hot. 8 points, 5 rebounds. He's coming along with his conditioning. Bron tried to put on his cape in this game, but it just wasn't enough, man. 28 points in the triple-double, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, but 2 of 4 from behind the arc with the game winning three-point shot not going for him down the stretch, but he really did put his head down and try to win this game for the team, and just was able to do it. D'Lo Russell 1 for 5 from the field, 1 for 4 from behind the arc, 5 points, 5 assists. That is not going to cut it, D'Lo. That type of inconsistency is why people have their trouble with D'Lo that they do. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 foul. 3 of 3 shooting, 1 of 1 from the 3. Not bad for Cam Reddish in 17 minutes. Gabe Vincent had 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Still minus 22, so nothing good really happened with him on the floor, but it looks like his production and his three-point shooting is continuing to be hot, which is absolutely a good thing. Dalton Connect, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 1 off. Yeah, that was it. I'm going to say something. When I looked at the halftime stats, Dalton Connect was perfect from the field. And he only ended up attempting 4 shots. He missed 2 more shots. Like the 2 shots that he took, I guess, in the second half didn't go. But there you have it. That's the problem. That is the problem. We keep doing this. We'll have a guy shoot a very good percentage and not have the volume match the confidence of the percentage. This is the problem I have with the Los Angeles Lakers. You can't keep doing this. You have Rui Hachimura go hot on the night and only attempts 4 shots. You have a guy like Dalton Connect who doesn't miss a shot in the first half but only attempts 4 shots on the night. This is why you're losing. JJ is going to have to figure this out. This is a problem for JJ Redick-led basketball teams. He does not feed the hot hand. Adapt to this, sir. Please adapt to this. It will unlock your team when you learn to feed people who are hot on a given night, bro. Stop being so locked into different stuff and adapt to what's in front of you. In-game adjustments and reactionary stuff. See, this is my problem with the modern-day basketball mind. They're too robotic. It's the same thing that I hear Agent Zero talk about a lot of times. They're so locked into what their game plan is. They're so locked into what the minutes rotations are going to be. They're so locked into different things that they forget the game of basketball is reactionary. You got to be able to adapt on the fly if you want to out-strategize a person going at you. You can't stick to game plans. If my role player's not missing a shot, then I need that role player to shoot more shots than anybody else because I'm trying to win. And the object of the game is to make baskets. So it's like if you're not gonna identify when a guy is playing up a percentage for which the volume needs to be influenced by that percentage, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Because the basketball is not a structured dance. It's a reactionary dance. And if you don't have the feel to be able to do that dance in real time, then you ain't as good as someone who is able to. And that's really what it comes down to. The great ones know how to do that on the fly. They're not sitting here married to minutes, rotations, and numbers and stuff like that. And this is what it is, and that's what it's going to be. You're not going to win. You're going to run into somebody who flows like a dance that moves ever so swiftly, and you're going to get your butt whooped. And those who understand that are the ones who are really great. Those who don't understand that are capped off to a certain extent. Keep that in mind. It's a dance that one has to be able to react in real time. Otherwise, whatever you got preconceived notions about in your mind, whatever you have jotted out on your big board, your science, you're gonna fail. Because it's all about feel. So that's really my thing, man. I think JJ's proven to be one of those guys that's kind of locked into the idea of how to play basketball. This is what we do, and he's really, really smart because he studies, and it's just it's reactionary, bro. It's reactionary. If a person understands how to flow with the dance, they're gonna be somebody who has a bunch of stuff written on a chalkboard. Period. So that's really what I have to say. Max Christie had a great night, man. 3 of 4 from the 3-point line, 6 of 10 from the field, 2 steals, 1 assist, 1 rebound. He has to rebound the ball more. Max Christie's a rebounder. I need more there. But you give me 17 points, 3 or 4 from behind the arc. I love that his 3-point shot is starting to fall. Austin Reeves, 5 of 9, 2 of 5 from the field, 12 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, 6 turnovers. Without actually seeing the game, it's very difficult for me to be clear on how well or how bad Austin may have played. But if I'm looking at these stats, there's 2 things that stand out for me. 5 of 9 from the field. If he's hitting 5 of 9, it's close to 50%, better than 50%. Needs to be shooting a little more. And I know I've been the one that gets on Austin Reeves for being over-volumed most of the time. For inefficiency, but when you're 5 of 9, I need you to be trying to attempt more shots at the field goal range. 2 of 5 from 3, you did okay there. Nothing to be upset about. Missed 3 shots, took 5 of them. But from the field, 5 of 9, we need your attempts up. This is a game you attempt about 12, 13 shots, based on the confidence of what should be. In regards to the numbers. For me, it's like once you start showing me you're hot, then you got to shoot a little more. Once you start showing me you're cold, then I'm probably going to want you to pull back some. And it's a hard deal, but when you lose a game, these are the type of things you can nitpick. So, and the second thing I want to say about Austin is 2 assists? No. 2 assists on 6 turnovers? No. Your assists need to be higher. You're Austin damn Reeves. Your assists need to be higher. If you're not going to shoot very much, I only see 2 fouls there, so it wasn't like even foul trouble. If you're not going to shoot very much, then I need you to be getting people the ball. And the turnovers, coupled with the low volume, probably hurt him a lot. It was a plus 16 there for him, but them 6 turnovers was a game high. And as I told you guys, they got the type of defenders who are going to put pressure on our ball handlers. And it looks like, from where I'm sitting, that's probably what happened. Paul Reed had 3 steals. Beasley had 2 steals. Tobias Harris had 2 steals. Jaden Ivey had 2 steals. Cade Cunningham had 1. Ron Holland also had a steal as well. So, to me, that kind of came to play. Maybe not the people you thought would steal the ball as much, but still just the same. A good team defensive effort by a good defensive Detroit team who's on a 2-game winning streak for the first time in a long time. So, they've been beating some good teams, you guys. That's the thing about Detroit. As I said, the assessment of teams need to be updated. The Sacramento Kings, as of right now, are not a good team. The Detroit Pistons, as of right now, are a good team. Not a great team, but approaching good. If you're going to say Sac's good, you kind of got to say Detroit's good. And this is exactly what I was talking about. It's exactly what I was talking about. Tim Hardaway Jr., 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 8 from the field. Pretty decent shooting night. Nothing serious. He didn't really help, but for 15 points on the board for his team. Let me look at the team stats here, kind of see what the story was there. 54% from the field for the Lakers, 46% from 3. So we did hit a lot of shots. 14 to 30 from behind the arc. Maybe we up our attempts based on the shooting percentage there. 40 for 74 from the field, 54%. So we shot well. Yeah, the Detroit Pistons 47 to 92 from the field, 51%. 11 to 30 from the three, 36%. Fair. 12 of 12 from the free throw line. We got to the free throw line quite a lot more than them. 20 of 25 on 80%. So we like the fact that we got to the line. But somewhere down the road we lost this game, and we're going to find out where that is as we continue to look. I know exactly where it is. Damn turnovers. 20 to 12. That's where you lost the game. 20 to 12. And look at Austin Reeves, 6 turnovers. Bro, 20 to 12. How many steals did they have? 12 steals, 20 turnovers. See what I'm saying? It was the ball pressure that I was telling y'all about. So it's like, these are the type of things that we're talking about. You're getting killed in the points in the paint situation. 64 to 40. That's also where you got smoke. Athleticism, fast break points, 24 to 11. They got speed demon athletic players getting the passing lanes, running down your throat. Like, this is the type of stuff I told y'all. That's why I like the matchup. This is going to happen most of the time the Lakers play this team. Until we get ourselves some athletes, they're going to have players who can do stuff like this to us. You know, it ain't that hard to tell. This is why I had a frustrated moment looking at how this team was put together, because I see nothing but guys that layup merchants and guys that are looking to kind of methodically move around instead of run past people. This is what the problem is. You don't have enough of those people. When you go up against a team that does, you're going to get your butt whipped. Jaden Ivey, Ron Holland, Eamon Thompson, they running past you. Ron Holland's 5 of 7, Eamon Thompson 4 of 5. Athletes, y'all. Jaden Ivey 8 of 15. You got ran past by high efficient, hyper athletic players on the wing. They sped past you, and it showed you that on paper before the game even starts. So none of this surprising me that we didn't win. We're not supposed to win. They got thoroughbreds. We have layup merchants. It is literally that simple. Get you some thoroughbreds or prepare to lose games like this. Period. Literally that simple. The Lakers got to do a better job of getting some athletes. This is why you draft. What's the dude's name? Cam Whitmore. You don't let this happen. This never happens because you value a Cam Whitmore over a Jalen Chafino for this exact reason. This is that. This is why you don't do that stupid crap. Just being honest. Fontecchio 4 of 4, 2 of 2 from the 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He was perfect. If I were the Pistons, I'd probably want him to shoot more based on our theory here. Cade Cunningham 9 of 25, 0 of 5 from 3. I know he's a superstar, but when he's not shooting very well, those should be more Fontecchio, more, you know, just for by example of my theory on how you should try to structure the game within the game. And I listened to JJ Redick say he doesn't really read box scores during the game. This is why you most definitely should be reading box scores during the game, because they'll tell you who to continue to get the ball to as you're watching it, because the eye test don't always tell you what the numbers do. And those percentages will give you a better way towards strategizing who's playing well in the moment. That is one of the most important things. You got to read the box score. I know people like to shun players for reading the box score, but I think it's one of the most important things for a player to understand is what the hell's going on in the game he's in. So, like, it's time for people to start updating their thinking. Some stuff is just not, it doesn't strategize. Players should always know what's going on in the game. Coaches should always know what's going on in the game. It should be plastered in front of them how the stats are moving. As they're watching the game, they should be looking at stats at the same time, if possible. Literally. For in-game adjustments. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Duren, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. Too big, too strong, too fast, too athletic. You don't have anybody who can stop him. I said that the last time we saw Jalen Duren. He didn't even have a good game for his standards. He could have murdered us, and he would most nights. That's why you're happy this guy's not in the Western Conference. You think you got a problem with some of them other centers. Don't let a guy like Jalen Duren come to a Western Conference team like Dallas or Sacramento or something like that. He's going to kick your tail every night, especially if he has little speed demon thoroughbreds running around him. This is a match made in heaven, and the Detroit Pistons just need to mature. And that's all it is. They need to mature because they got all of the things that they need to ultimately run past a lot of teams that think they're good teams, like us, for example. So, yeah, we're lucky to have lost by 3 points, to be honest with you. The way this game looked like it's structured out, the only reason why we were that close is because we happened to be hitting shots tonight. If we would have had a normal shooting night, you'd probably get blown out by like 15 points. I think matchups tell the story on a lot of situations, and the Lakers did not match up well with this team before it even started. You gave up 28 points on 20 turnovers with 24 fast break points. That is directly a result of the thoroughbred versus layup merchant situation. That is exactly what happened to you, LA Lakers. That's exactly what happened to you. It ain't deeper than that. And if you play this team 100 times, you're probably going to have this problem that this provided you all 100 of them damn times. Get you some athletes, man. I cannot stress this enough. I know it's not easy for you to make trades right now to get these type of players, but next time you have a player like that on a draft board, it's incumbent upon you to start valuing him. This is why I wanted the Lakers to pick up Flowers. The player that the Clippers got, he may not be some highly touted player, but he's a ridiculously great athlete who happened to pick basketball as his sport. You need guys like that on your team because you don't have any. This is exactly why I was telling y'all to get Flowers. This is what I'm talking about. If you look at how that dude's moves with the balance and the speed that he has, all you got to do is teach him how to play basketball, and he's a thoroughbred. If you put him on a football field, he could probably play tight end or wide receiver. You put him out there put a hockey stick in his hand at 5 years old, he's probably going to be a great hockey player. That's the type of guy the Lakers need. Athletes. Not layup merchants that move like me. No. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to get chess players, and you need this type of thing right here. Your Holland, your Thompsons, your Durans, your Ivies. Until you find those players, you're going to always get sped past and run over by teams that have them. It is literally that simple, man. It ain't deeper than that at all. It ain't going to be deeper than that. BDL 44. I thank you all for watching. Out.